My bad, y'all. Yeah, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Uh, so we was having conversations earlier. Did a little short impromptu show with me and James, and we were sitting there talking about, the Ruka Railroad trade, and I wanted to pertain that, even though there was other information that came out today, I wanted to keep that more to Falcon focus. And I was having conversation with, you know one one of our partners, uh a friend that, you know very near and dear to the asset. And we were just talking about grown man shit, like what people go through, and the effect of it upon each person, and the influence and all that stuff. And like like, and it made me like, I've always wanted to get back into to the mental health aspect of the eye test, because if you're a day one from the eye test, you've always seen us to then dabble in it. It's literally why in this slogan is a we start out with Falcon Talk, and no telling where the conversation will go, but you can enjoy the ride along the way. You see what I'm saying? Like, what we're doing with the eye test isn't beholden to any one topic or one thing or one aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because our view of the eye test is fellowship beyond anything. Beyond what's going on with the Falcons, beyond whatever, like, it's fellowship. It is more of where we wanted to create a safe space where anyone and everyone can come in and talk and live in their truth. You see what I'm saying? And I apologize, me personally. I apologize because I had so many things that were going on in my life that I wasn't able to continue the mental health genre of our content the way that I wanted to. So I apologize for that. But, it's Friday night. Everybody's off from work. Everybody, they either have one or they about to tip on one. What up, Clover? You know what I'm saying? Hell, I got one with me right now. You feel me? And what we gonna do? is we are going to just check in. Just check in. I feel us and I feel like our demographic for the show is predominantly black men. And us as black men, we have been so focused on doing what doing what was told of us to be a male, to be a man, and even more a black man, that we never sat in and found healthy outlets. So we just bottle shit in, and then it comes out whatever dynamic it comes out in, and then where do we go from there? Christine, what's going on? How you doing? Good Friday to you. But what we've always tried to promote here on the ISS is inclusion and a safe space. Now, yeah. You've heard me go off on people, but I go off on people when I go off on people when the emotion get out of the way of logic pertaining to sports. To sports. Now, if you're going through something in life, like it's not to me to sit there and tell you, "Hey, well, you doing this wrong," or da 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 da. Now, I can offer advice, but I can't go off on you because you know more intimate details of the situation than I do. I can't do that to you because at the end of the day, when we get off of this podcast, then you have to go back and live within that scenario. The only thing I can do is I can hear what you're sitting there saying and give you advice on it, how I would carry it, how I would move within that scenario, and wish you well and hope that it improves your quality of life. And I'm not sitting there saying that like I'm perfect. Hell no, far from, far from. Hell, I'm going through shit right now. I'm going through shit right now. Um, my ex is what is she not post with? Uh, manic, hypermanic, borderline, disassociative. Those are just the hot topics. Those are just the hot topics. And she's a therapist, but that's what they should say. Most therapists have most therapists have a therapist, which I respect. It's uh, it's a struggle. It's a struggle where you know that you're seeing reality in its fullest, and in some aspects of their life, they're seeing a created reality, and that's a struggle. That's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Always will be. It will always be that. And that's what been stressing me out this week. You know, um, my job is doing well. You know, still doing solar in a good, very good space. With that, have no complaints there. Um, it's more to my mental stability, and I say that because of this. Like with with everything I go through daily, it wears on me. But I'm traditionally raised. I come from, the old school where we a man is just a man. You need to do this, that, and third, and everything else, suck it up and deal with it. And as a child, like yeah, that premise sounds good to you. It sounds good to you. This is what I got to do. This is what you aspire to do. Or what grandpa was doing, what dad was doing. They were doing this, they were doing that, they were doing this, they were doing that, and they in your eyes as a child, especially as a child, um, they were superheroes for you. You aspired to be like them. So you got a little bit older. Well, I can't say this or that. I say if you came from a broken home or a false truth home, then when you got a little bit older, where you could actually understand all the ins and outs that was going on within the family dynamic, it'll change. It'll change for you. And I feel like that those are wounds that us as men and as people we never learn how to deliver ourselves out of that scenario. Like you could be a man and you figure out how to go make millions of dollars. You could. And even though millions of dollars should then afford you freedom, millions of dollars also afford you a lot of free time. But you're just sitting there trapped in your thoughts, sitting there thinking about everything. What's going on right now? What happened way back then? Millions of dollars can sit there digging in a hole mentally that pennies couldn't get you there. Well, hell, pennies could get you the same hole. It's just different when you have millions of dollars because you got so many other things that's gravitating around you and that you're a part of that you got to fix on your way out of the hole. Right? I go, I gotta go to the James Fish scenario, and me personally, I sat there and said for a while, I was like, well, you know, um, I think he may get put out of the league, and then I was like, well, if he doesn't get put out of the league, well, he's gonna at least get about a 10 game suspension just off of um previous scenarios that sort of borderline um what he has going on. And kept sitting there saying, well, we'll know more, when more things are released. And then the Makia's 911 call come out. It's leaked. I've listened to it. I've listened to it. And to sit there and say that is disturbing is putting it mildly. It's putting it mildly. And I will also sit there and say this. The police reports the thing that us on the access we gave y'all in accordance with the the 911 call and 911 calls, um, they line up. And when I say they line up, it lines verbatim up. Now, me as a father of a little lady that I'm trying to bring up in this world, and for me to hear that about what's going on with somebody else's daughter, as a man, as a father, me and we sitting and talking about, you know, as a Falcon creator, whatever. I'm a content creator, all that shit. Like, fuck that. As a man, as a father, to sit there and hear that phone call, that shit broke me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It broke me. The thought of my daughter being in that type of scenario and to sit there and hear her, to sit there and hear her call out to the people that were supposed to protect her and sat on the phone with them for shit. Damn, I don't know, probably like 15 minutes. And early in the conversation, she sat there and said, "Hey, look, uh, this motherfucker following me. This is getting out of hand. I need y'all help. I'm headed to y'all. He's following. He's trying to cut me off the road. This, that, the third. Blah, 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 blah." And I want to say, to be honest, I want to say they went like 40 something blocks between her and the police station. I want to say they went like 40 something blocks because I believe at the beginning of the phone call, she said she was at like 54th or 55th, and I think the police station was like on like 90 or 99, some shit like that. It was somewhere up there. And you can sit there and hear, just literally sit there and just listen to it. Hear her sitting there talking. And you can sit there and hear her fright heighten more and more and more. Now, here's something that a lot of people didn't pick up on that phone call. Almost at the beginning of the phone call, she said and said that they asked, "Well, do you see him with a weapon?" She's like, "What?" No, I don't think so, but I'm not sure if he doesn't. I do have a weapon. I have a gun. Alright. And you can see what you can't see, but you can hear how things keep escalating. While she's sitting there trying to drive down the road to get to this police station. And she sat there and told him like at one point she was like y'all get somebody here because I'm gonna shoot him. I'm going to shoot him. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to shoot him. You can hear the engine of his truck sitting there zonking behind her. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, like you can hear it. Like this shit is sinister, to be honest. And that man scared that girl so damn badly that she literally missed the police station like 5 times. It's literally like 4 or 5 times that she kept passing by the police station because she couldn't find the fucking turn because she told them in the beginning of the conversation have officers outside. I need them outside. During the conversation, when she finally found the police station the first time, she finally found the police station the first time. She pulled up. He pulls up in front of her. He loops around and get in front of her, and that's when he hopped out to try to open her door. Mind you, all this shit is recorded on the call. All this is on the call. And she pulls off, shoot down the road. He hops back in the truck, shoot down the road again behind her. And she's sitting there saying, why was the gate not open? She kept sitting there telling them beforehand, open the gate. If y'all got a gate, open the gate. I need to pull in. They have officers outside. And she said, they said, why is the gate not open? Then there was a scenario where she had dropped the phone. She had dropped the phone or whatever. And I believe that's when she passed it on another phone line. But like the audio that I heard, was spliced together. Um, but she kept trying to get to the joint, kept trying to get to it, kept trying to get to it, and then she finally ended up. They ended up having the police out there, and she pulled up, and he shoots down the road, and that's where the video of him shooting down the road and stuff and whatever. That's where they come from. This happens after she gets to the station. Mind you, she's still on the phone with the dispatcher. The dispatcher said and told her, um, well, just come here. You'll be safe. We got you. And this woman rolled around and rolled around and rolled around and rolled around and rolled around looking for police help that was supposed to be outside and it wasn't there. This woman was looking for an open gate and it wasn't there. The I commend her. I will say this at it. I commend her and her being a professional athlete. It showed. in the phone call because she multitasked uh, three different scenarios at once and held her composure. She was on the phone with the police precinct, or the operator. Uh, she was driving in a very high speed scenario for blocks. I ain't talking about one, two, three blocks. I'm talking about for blocks. And she was handling the Jane piss on your ass scenario, and without being trigger happy, even though she admitted to having a weapon in the car. I definitely commend Miss Ricky Jackson. Yep. Man. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Drop out and come back in. I don't know why it won't let me add you to the screen. Yeah, though, man. Like I definitely commend her. Like the thing. There we go. Yep.
What's good?
What's going on, but
You got it.
man, I ain't doing shit. Sitting there. Man, hey, did you hear the goddamn phone call? The 911 phone call?
Nah, I don't pay no attention to that shit. Cause
Bro.
it's more shit. It's more shit to it than that 911 call. Ain't no telling on what shit she said before then or what shit they did before then or none of that shit. But at some point in time, she got sick and tired of this shit. So you know how that shit get, bro.
I mean, beyond that, like I sat there and watched. Sat there and watched the body cam jump that happened 10 days before. When it was in the Uber, I watched the body cam jump, and that shit is bad. Like I'm behold, that shit is bad. Like it's more. It was more in like a situation like, all right, if y'all can come to an agreement to get the fuck away from each other, we'll let the shit ride. But if not,
The shit was
James Pierce,
toxic on both sides though, bro.
no, like the officer talked to both of
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was toxic on both sides.
them. Exactly. Like I'm not negating that it was toxic on both sides. Here's my scenario. Once y'all done had that situation 10 days before, and then after that situation, she's sitting to tell you she don't want shit to do with you. Leave me the fuck alone. She block you and all this shit. And then you end up going to go get another phone or another text messaging apparatus or whatever. And then you go all the way across the country, and then you end up flying your ass all the way back across the country for this shit to happen. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, it's toxic on both sides, but you gotta admit, you gotta keep that shit in mind. That's some whole other shit.
Some niggas don't know how to leave females alone. Look how many females be in domestic violence situations or females that get murdered every day, bro, because niggas don't know
Fact,
how to walk away.
fact. And like I really hope that doesn't be the outcome of this scenario.
Mm-mm.
I really
Trust
hope
me.
that. And
Trust me, right now, that man unlearned because you gotta look at it. Right now, he not really feeling, look at the lifestyle that he already started last year. The lifestyle that he started last year with the money that he already had. Now with all the legal troubles and stuff like that, and then and I ain't gonna say it's a chance, it's a definitely that he gonna get suspended and not get paid them games. Like it's a difference. Like you gonna go through the struggle when somebody can touch your pockets, bruh, and them white folks can threaten you with time or probation or whatever. It ain't gonna take them long to learn to know. It ain't gonna take them that long to learn it. No means
hmm,
no. And
so,
when somebody fucking with your pockets like that, on top of that, yeah, that probably was his main thing right there. He probably thought like, okay, when he was in college, when he was in school, yeah, athletes get plenty. Excuse my language, but athletes get plenty of ass. You know what I'm saying? And then it be that one female, bruh. That one female that'll get you though. Be that one female. She go out there, she put that thing on his ass and got his nose wide open, and then him already having, whatever little mental issues he got and control issues he got, and compile it with, that, and then thinking that, okay, him thinking that, okay, at first that money probably was attractive to her. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he was spending bread on her. I'm sure of that.
yeah,
But
I
at the end
mean,
of the
like,
day,
what did he get on his signing bonus? I think he got 3 mil on his signing bonus. So, shit, he probably had after the signing bonus, he probably
about two
had one
mil.
point five. No, 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 because you got to pay all your taxes and shit. So he probably had probably around like 1.5, 1.7 at the best, at the best. But at the
Yeah.
same time, he came up during the NIL era too though. So he still got college money too.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So all in all, he definitely had way more money than she had.
That's a definite.
So you know what I mean, like, but at the same time, like, I think guys, and I'm gonna say this to our bro. I think black men, well, men period. I think that they yes, financial stability does give you a modicum of power.
Hey, you gotta
Yes, it does.
understand, bruh.
But
Money make a
isn't
nigga cute. You understand what I'm saying?
exactly,
Money will
exactly.
make a nigga cute for real. Real talk.
And and what I'm saying is this, like within that dynamic, I think James was in a scenario like when he was growing up, he wasn't highly favored outside his athletic talent,
Yeah,
and
remember I
then
said that in the group.
yeah, you know what, you did sit there and say that shit. I'm gonna give you your props, what props to do. You definitely said that shit, but
Same thing go with his mentors and stuff like that. Like a lot of people feel like, oh, that man had mentors growing up. Don't confuse a coach with a mentor.
two entirely different things.
See, people
Two
people fail to
entirely
realize
different
that
things.
when people realize that one, you have like physical gifts, and him being the athlete that he is, and then on top of that, once they knew he was like, oh, there's a potential that you can go pro. Like once people get behind that, bro, yeah, people gonna push you and try to get buddy buddy with you. But at the end of the day, are they really taking your best interest and telling you like whoever came to that man and told him like I remember when uh what's the damn I can't think of his name right now. Who the
Who?
defensive end that played for the Falcons? Like the
Which
sack
one?
league dude.
Vic Beasley?
Huh?
Vic Beasley?
No, not Vic Beasley.
John Abraham?
Yeah, John Abraham. John Abraham said when he seen him, he said that he wished he would have sat him down and talked to
Yeah.
him
He
because
damn
he
sure
could
no
tell
did.
that that man was like he all. John Abraham said when he looked at him, he was like all balled up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
kept to himself a lot and shit like that, and he stayed in his head a lot. He said he wished he would have sat down and talked to him then.
Yeah, because he
This was
said he
after the
spoke with
fact.
him. He Yeah, he's but he talked to him it was before him, and he said he spoke with him and stuff, and tried to shit with him, but he didn't actually isolate and had
Right,
conversation with him,
right. But that's what he said he
and
wished he would
and
have talked to him about stuff
he
like
wish he
that.
had talked to him, and like here's the thing though, like for one, I love that ex Falcons are prevalent within this organization. I do
Right,
love
because
that.
they can tell them all the do's and the don'ts and how women gonna come at them and just period. But see, that should be a class period. Like once you
Mm-hmm.
like when it come down to like the draft and the combine and all of this stuff right there, they should have a class specifically catered to that.
As
To
it
let
should.
these boys and I'm talking about they say they do have
But I
one.
mean, they do. But like, I mean, like, all right, how in depth can you go? You can't really go, but so in depth because every situation is different for every person. So there's only but so far you can go down that rabbit hole. But what should end up happening is there should be open lines of communication where the motherfuckers sit there and they can tap in.
Yeah, but when
Hey,
you act
look,
like but somebody like James Pierce Jr. boy acting on the
I'm a
spur of the
son.
moment, bro. I guarantee, like when he was on that whole thing, like when he was out in Cali at the
Oh, he was
awards,
already
and
up.
then between him
He was
going into
already up
Florida, I
when he
guarantee
got
he didn't talk to
when he got to
nobody and
Cal.
concentrate on nobody but that girl Rakia, bro.
Yeah,
But
he was already up when he went to California. Like he was already on our bullshit when he got to California. And it was just more the situation. Probably like I mean shit. I've been there too. And it probably is man shit man. They goddamn that girl. She don't answer the goddamn phone. Answer. Could if in his mind his justification on the situation would probably was that uh I'm nominated for this award that I done and I want to share this moment with her. And I'm gonna call her after this shit because I know she's not coming to it. But I'm gonna call her after this shit. And if she call, then I'm gonna leave her ass alone. I mean, if she don't answer, I'm gonna leave her ass alone. If she call, we gonna go ahead and rock with it. And then when he called her, ass, she didn't fucking run and pick up the goddamn phone, and then nigga spazzed the fuck out. I'm about 99% sure that's what ended up happening. Cause
yeah,
I've been there.
but
We've been through it.
even in that though, bro, like most dudes got to understand this, especially when it comes to like yeah, a lot of times we will okay, you know how we be sitting there and be like, I'm done fucking with this female, whatever, whatever.
Uh
I
huh.
ain't gonna call her no more and shit like that. And then an
You
hour
end up
later,
calling a couple hours later.
you you see yourself calling her ass. You know what I'm saying?
And didn't see if she picked up the phone. Didn't see if she
Yep.
picked up the phone. Yeah, bro, man, we been there.
Ain't gonna
And like
text her and
that,
say some more crazy foul shit just to see if you can get a
damn right.
reaction out of her.
Like
That,
shout
that,
out, man,
that's
man,
what I
fuck
said.
you, shout out. Like,
That's why I laugh at the niggas that was in the group, bro. Like in ABG, I was like, it's amazing how a lot of y'all can be like
Ass
well,
Callis.
like make it seem like they ain't never went through nothing with no female. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't never did nothing like dumb for no female because they have. All men done
At
did it,
that
bro.
age. Yeah, at
All
that
men done
age,
did it. And you gotta look at that man is young.
Buddy, like what, 22,
Right,
23,
that's what I'm saying. He's
23 tops.
young.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't 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 misconstrue my recognition with acceptance. That's not the scenario.
Oh
But
no, that's not. I'm talking about from a level
I
of.
understand. I
I'm talking about from a
understand
level
what
of
happened.
maturity wise, bro. The man ain't really
Yeah,
lived life like that yet,
yeah.
and he probably
I understand what the hell happened
and he was probably
completely.
used to having. He's been conditioned to a point like most athletes. At most athletes, when you're an athlete, bro, you get a certain amount of attention, bro, that the average person normally wouldn't get.
Would never said.
So I guarantee on campus, bro, on campus, when he was on campus and he was playing football and he was all in the news and talking about he going, going pro and all of that good shit right there. I
Well,
guarantee that man
look,
could at that point in time he was probably used to getting any girl on campus that he wanted.
yeah, like at that time when he was in college, he like no bullshit. When you know us fellas, like we sit there and joke about this shit. But now somebody saying when James Pierce was on campus, he probably was tank top Tony. I am gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest with you. He probably was tank top Tony.
Exactly.
And it happens. It happens. Now, do I wish him the worst and all that? I don't. I don't. But me as a father that has a daughter,
Shit, I got
I
two of
need,
them.
yeah. In that scenario, I need understanding, and then I need compensation. And I'm not talking about financial compensation. I'm talking about something that equals up to the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's jail time, the gang suspension, whatever. I need the compensation to be as egregious as the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't give a fuck about money at this point. Money is the last thing on my mind. But somewhere along the line, like there has to be like the first law of physics is for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction because energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be moved, shifted, or continued. So if the energy in that scenario was him doing da 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 blah blah blah, the energy has to flow. It has to carry on to
Mm-hmm.
match the energy. Make like I tell anybody. If a motherfucker on some bullshit, and then they realize and you call them out on it, and then they realize that you, yeah, well shit, man, bro, I was on some bullshit. No, make your apology as loud as your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Always, always make your apology as loud as your mistakes. That has to happen because energy cannot be destroyed. So keep the same energy. But
Yep.
I mean like, but your homie, man, like as a father, like you know what, Antonio, give me a second, cause I'm gonna try to pull up the goddamn the car. Hold on, cause I want y'all to actually hear um what was going on, and until I put the stream out. permissions on the fucking laptop, I can't actually share screen. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this shit on a tablet and play it off the tablet so y'all can hear it, and then we can go through it. Cause like her initial yeah, his name her initial phone call to 911 is roughly about shit down there 20 minutes. No bullshit. And then that, uh, before that, there's
The only reason why I don't put a
Yep.
whole lot of thought into like the 911 calls or
Shit. Hey,
how they deal with the
Tony,
police and stuff
Tony,
like
keep
that is
talking. I'm about to come back in.
because a lot of times, when it comes down to it, like if you look at any woman that's like, let me see, what's the best thing I can say without my wife getting on my ass. If you look at a lot of people, like if people be in a point where like their feelings hurt or they like, on some, you know, this nigga gonna pay type shit, or just want bad for your ass. You know what I'm saying? When they talking to the police or whoever, they gonna make it. They gonna tell some of the crazy stories. I'm not saying I don't condone nothing that JPJ did, bro. Nothing, nothing. Cause no means no, and when somebody tell you leave him alone, just leave him alone. But I'm not gonna say like I had to learn that growing up. You know what I'm saying? Just on the whole thing of like, don't call, don't text, don't try to go see him or none of that. When somebody is done, just be done. My whole
just
thing,
let it
and I
go.
had to learn that like, if you want to circle that block, go ahead and circle that block, but don't come back here. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
That's where I'm at with it. So, but when it comes to like me, like where your focus should have been, like yeah, somebody should have told him like right now, bruh, you being a rookie and look at the position that you in right now. Focus on your career, cause the women gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? The women gonna be there, but it's just that one particular one. Like I guarantee, when in the beginning when he started dealing with her, it was nothing like that. But then when his controlling ways probably came in and stuff like that, and to the point where he got controlling, and the controlling niggas get physical, bro. Try to tell you what
Oh,
you can
fact.
wear, try to start putting their hands on you, stuff like that. And then me coming from, I watched my mom go through abusive relationships, and I'm talking about like, I know me being a son, why somebody put their hands on my mama, I know I wanted to bury a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then I can only imagine like me having like I got a 26-year-old daughter, I got a 19-year-old daughter. My 26-year-old daughter, she worked for the CDC, and one dude when she was in school actually tried to put his hands on, try to fight her. I had to go up there and like I didn't want to put my hands on nobody's son, but it happened. Like I tell my 19-year-old daughter, like she's a sophomore in college, she's finna be a physical therapist. It's like, you know, don't make smart decisions. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. You know somebody that like learn to recognize the signs and know when to walk away, and don't be afraid to tell somebody what you're going through. Cause you're fucking around and like some of these dudes out here, bro, you'll fuck around and get missing, be dead, be laying on the side of the road. Cause a lot of dudes out here, like,
Don't nobody know shit.
yeah, don't nobody know shit. But it's a lot of dudes out here, like, a lot of dudes don't know when to say, no, don't know how to let go and walk away. Or they watch like other men and they growing up thinking like that was how you supposed to handle women and stuff like that. And no, it's not. You're not supposed to get physical with a woman. You're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. None of that. Cause I know one thing, if somebody ever did it, like when people get it twisted when we talk about, nobody is making excuses for James Pierce Jr. Nobody. Nobody is condoning what he did. Nobody. It's just as simple as if it was my daughter, yeah, it's gonna be problems. But at the end of the day, even after like I'm man enough to go and talk to that young man and be like, look, I understand you went about this shit the wrong way, but it's my daughter, so yeah, them feelings that me want to put my hands on you and get in your ass, yeah, it's gonna be there. But I'm also man enough to sit him down and talk to him and let him know, man to man or man to young man, like it's certain issues, bro. Like when you dealing with women, hey, this is how you need to handle yourself.
Yeah, let me have like that like when you dealing with a woman that's in my sector, this how the fuck you need to handle yourself. And then and that's not me valuing any woman over any woman that's in my life. It's not that. That's me sitting there explaining to him what my reaction is going to be in that scenario.
Hmm.
So
Like
if you
I can
can,
sit back, I can look at the women in my life, like okay, I can look at my mom. My mom a chemical engineer, retired. My sister, she a nurse practitioner. My niece, you see my niece, she just graduated from pharmacy school. Just graduated from pharmacy school. My other niece, she own a business and she own a news. She a news anchor. Okay. My oldest daughter, she worked for the center for the CDC. My other daughter, like we promote strong women in our family. Go to
as you
college, get an
should.
education, and do all that good stuff. But at the same time, they had to watch everything that my mom went through. You see what I'm saying? Everything that my mom went through. That's why they as strong as they are because they watched my mom. Like my mom used to get her ass whooped, bruh. Like whooped to the point from the time I was like 7 till I was 15, bro. I had to fight a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like fight a grown ass man. Like literally, I don't put a gun in this nigga mouth and had to do some things because like no man is gonna sit back and watch his mom and watch a man put his hands on his mom and think like you know I don't care if it was like it wasn't my blood father like if it was, but even if my blood daddy nigga like me and you gonna have problems.
Shit, you think that? I mean, if I can't square up with you, oh, best believe I'm gonna catch her. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, like we used to be like,
'Cause either you take this L now, or goddamn sleep with one eye open. That's the best I can tell you. That
mhm,
like in all on my children, I promise you, you better sleep with one eye open. 'Cause I'm gonna do something to you.
yep.
Ain't no getting
And
around
I can tell you, just like this, the three men that I'm gonna know my mom dealt with in my lifetime, bro. From my sister's father, hey, he was the greatest father in the world, bro. Greatest father in the world until he got hooked on drugs. That shit started with the weed, and that shit started with the cocaine, and that shit started with from cocaine to the crack, and then the crack into the heroin and shit. And then get my mom his paycheck on a Friday, bruh. He
it.
keep
That
like
ain't gone.
$100 in his pocket for the week. And shit, if he couldn't get you, like he go out on a Friday night, spend all that money on Friday night, come back home. Hey, I need some of that money back. If he couldn't get the money out of her, he was gonna get it out her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so watched him go through all of that, and then my mom caught, catching them ass whoopings and growing up around that shit to the point even where he was trying to kill my mom. And like literally, like the same nigga that taught you how to fish and hunt and all that good shit and how to do construction and all that shit right there. And watch that shit go from that to I'm about to kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? To watch it go to that extent, and it's like people don't realize like shit can go from sugar to shit real quick in certain circumstances, bro.
Man, shit can go from sugar to shit in any circumstance.
Right.
And that's what people fail to understand it. Like people, a lot of people have got this false notion that, well, if you got millions of dollars, that you don't have issues in life. Dead, dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like even all right. If I have millions of dollars, the only thing that's sitting and change is the bed that I wake up in, the house that I wake up in, the toilet that I piss in, and the car that I drive.
Right. That's like now
Like
with
like
me having
what
the knowledge
what
that I have now, like there's a totally different way. Like 25-year-old me and almost 55-year-old me, two totally different thinkers, bro. Like right now, I sit back like if I could tell them boys anything with the money, especially like with the money that they have, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna ever get caught with no, never get no DUI ever. Never gonna get no DUI. I'll never be put in a situation where it's gonna be me and a woman and that shit get physical or none of that. None of that should have ever happened. At 55, at 52-year-old me could pass that along to them, where they would stick and let them know like it ain't just me, bro. It's just a man. Period.
hell
No
like
black, no white, just a man. Period.
if
This is how you need to conduct
if
yourself.
I could have passed that information down to me when I was 18, I wouldn't have the legal situation that I'm
Hell
going through
yeah,
now
exactly.
at 39.
You
I
think
got
about
4
that shit
DUIs.
now? Like ain't no way in the
Man,
hell. Like
I caught all of them motherfuckers before I was goddamn 24.
yep. Like ain't no way in the hell. Like
And I'm still fighting this shit now.
right, like you say, hindsight is 2020. Like
That motherfucker
people
2020,
try.
that bitch 2020 with metal glasses, looking through a goddamn telescope, they're looking through a
Right.
goddamn magnifying glass.
Like
Like
all the
hindsight
shit that when
is
people try to tell
legit
you
like
like
that.
when them old heads was trying to tell us that shit when we was younger and we like oh the nigga don't know what he talking about that ain't me I ain't gonna do no shit like that but then here it is you find yourself in a situation doing the very shit you said you wouldn't do you know what I'm saying
Facts. You know,
and
like
ain't no way around that shit or nothing like that ain't no way around it it is
a
what it
lot of
is
a lot of people don't think they will do such and such and such until a situation, a similar situation, is presented to them. Like like a lot of people is so consistent and controlled within their environment that when they get to an actual scenario that we should then speak about and report about and all this other stuff, they never actually been anywhere new near it because they never been in those type of scenarios. Now,
right
that's not a knock on them. It's not a knock on them. But I can't sit there and actually hear. I well, hold on. I can sit there and say that. Like if you came from an environment where certain things were happening, and then you speak about it when you got beyond that point. Oh, what's going on, Wallace? Um, and you got beyond that point, and you trying to kick game down. I bet. But if you never seen that side of the track, and you just sitting on the outside looking in, well, shit, I would never do that. Like, I can only take what you're sitting there saying with a grain of salt because you never had it. You were never even afforded the opportunity to be in a scenario like such. So you can't sit there and say what I would do in that scenario
right but
because
that's what I was
you
talking about
never had to
earlier.
live with that thought process to even get in that type of scenario.
But that's what I was talking to you about earlier when I was saying like a lot of people you can sit back and you can listen to people and listen to them talk and stuff like that, but it's just like my personal experience. I've sat back and I listen to people talk about cancer, right? And when people sit up there and they tell you about cancer, you be like, I don't think I can handle that or or for me to go through that, I don't think I'll make it through that or whatever, whatever. But watching watching my girl go through cancer, bro. Like, there's a difference when cancer is within your household, where cancer becomes life. You know what I'm saying? When cancer becomes your everyday, and you sit up there and you can watch, or you can take your wife to these appointments, and you can watch them come out with these big ass red tubes with skull and crossbones on it, and inject this shit in her port, and watch her. Even after, because it's not like it's an immediate effect when you're getting cancer treatment, especially when you're going through chemotherapy. When you're getting red devil treatments, bro, when I'm telling you, you go in there and it's all ages, little kids, little babies, old people, young people, every age is in this room, bro. And everybody is basically getting the same shit. And it's like watching her on a Wednesday. Her appointments were every Wednesday, bro. Every Wednesday. We go in there, sit down. A lady coming there just nice enough because she losing her mom. Like, she just felt like the only thing she could do was like try to help people get through it, and coming through there massaging people feet and buying them socks, and giving them snacks while they going through the chemotherapy. Like, you know that was her way of showing her support for her mom, because her mom passed from it. So that was her way of helping people. Dude, when I tell you, them people come out there and they bring this big ass red tube up, bruh. Big ass red tube. And when I tell you this shit got skull and crossbones on it, and they sit up there and they inject this shit through the port that's connected to your heart, bruh. This same shit with skull and crossbones got to go through your heart. So when it go through your right atrium and it go through your lungs, and where it pick up where blood pick up oxygen in your lungs, because that's the first place to go. From your heart straight into your lungs, and then that's how it goes to the rest of the body. Watching her on a Wednesday, okay, she fine. Watching her on a Thursday, okay, she getting a little tired. Come Friday, bruh, she not getting out of bed. She is done. There's no walking. There's no getting out of bed. There's no help me to the bathroom to piss, bruh. And watching that shit knock her on her ass from Friday till about Monday morning.
Council mud.
And then here it is Monday morning going into Tuesday. She finally up again, walking around again. And then here it is Tuesday afternoon. She walking around feeling like, okay, I'm better. Just to start that shit right back over on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And watch her do this shit for 14 weeks straight. 14 weeks
Shit.
straight. And you go from that, and now you got to go through from the red devil treatments. Then it's another form of chemo that you got to take. Is more pills that they inject this shit in your heart. And watching her go from that. But see, the thing about it is with my wife, it was like the shit was so crazy that, like, you gotta understand, like, she a doctor, physical therapist, she work out, she'll run 2, 3, 4 miles a day, or get on a bike and ride 5, 6 miles, and come back to the house or go to the office, and she'll get on her exercise bike, and she worked out, bruh. She was in shape. But when you can't walk up a flight of stairs like the same flight of stairs that we walk up our door and go in our bedroom every day, she couldn't walk up the stairs no more without being out of breath. She knew something was wrong. And then her being a doctor, she was looking at her own charts and seeing that, okay, this says this says that. Then why am I feeling that way? Because this is not normal. I know something's wrong. So when we went back and we went to go see her oncologist, like, look, something is wrong. She said, y'all need to give me an echo, because she said something is not right. So he was like, no, it's just the switch up from the chemo, from the red devil treatments to the new treatment that we're doing on you right now. And they told her from the beginning that they was gonna be aggressive because she was young, she was in shape, you know what I'm saying? And that she was stage 3, damn near stage 4, and that because her cancer was breast cancer, and it basically it wasn't attached to the lymph node, but it surrounded it basically encased itself around the lymph node. Because once if cancer attaches itself to your lymphatic system, that's how cancer goes through every part of your body. You can get cancer in your leg, bone cancer,
Oh
pancreas,
yeah,
stomach, chest,
it's gonna
brain.
accelerate the spread.
Yeah, you can
It's
get
gonna
cancer
shoot it.
everywhere in your
Yeah,
body,
you'll shoot
bro.
it.
So Kept on begging for this echocardiogram every week, and she was like, "No, something ain't right, baby. Something ain't right, bro." To watch her, but the craziest part of all this shit, bro, that I remember, and I talking about, that's why I sent y'all the picture today, and they were like my wife bad, bro. She is fucking beautiful, and I'm talking about bad.
Yeah, you got yourself one, young man. You got
Yeah, I'm talking
yourself
about
a
she
young man.
bad, bro. But I'm talking about to the point where like every night, like she was like nothing really changed about our nightly habit. Where she would get into bed and get up under me, and I like playing her hair and shit like that. But I remember this night so fucking clear, and this was after her parents had moved in with us because they wanted to be there to support her during cancer treatments and shit, right? So I'm laying in the bed. I'm sitting there laying in the bed, and I'm like playing in her hair until she fell asleep in my arms. So I go outside and I get ready to smoke me a blunt, whatever, whatever. And her daddy out there sitting on the deck, and he just sitting out there. I can see him. He out there. Dude, the shit was so crazy that when he handed me the blunt and I grabbed the blunt to light and I picked my hand up, bruh, as long and pretty and black as her hair is, bruh, that shit was all entangled in my fingers. All her hair was falling out at the time. And I remember me and her dad sat there on that deck and we cried like hell, bro, because it was like I was just at a point where like I just didn't know what the fuck to do. So after that, bro, it was like the next day I came home and she was standing in the tub and she was crying, and all the kids were standing in the bathroom, and she
Yeah,
was
all
standing
the
there.
hell coming up.
She was standing there with the clippers, and she said, "I want all." She said, "I told the kids, she said, I want all y'all to get y'all pass and cut my hair off." And she said, "Baby, when they get done, I want you to clean it up and cut it off. I want to just cut it all off." Dude, when I
Mm.
sat there, bro, when I tell you we all was in that bathroom crying like babies, bro, sat there and cried like hell to the point where the shit was so crazy because she kept on begging for this echocardiogram. So finally they said, "Okay, we're gonna give you echocardiogram." So I knew I had an inspection going on that morning. I had to be at work, but where I worked at one, but like 15 minutes away from where she had to go, from where she was getting her chemo done at, and where they did her echocardiogram. I remember she called me.
Uh,
She was like, "Baby, you need to get here right now." I was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" She said, "Get here right now." I was like, "Okay, I'm on my way." She said, when I got there, bruh, the nurses basically told me, she said, "Don't let her sneeze, don't let her cough, no sudden movements or nothing." Dude, do you not know when they showed me this echocardiogram video, and I'm gonna post it in the group. When I tell you, when they show her right atrium in her heart, bruh, where all the blood go through and before it goes through
mm,
where it goes to your lungs, and the bottom, like right before where the little port, where her port is, you can see where the port is in her heart. This is where they inject her chemo through. And on the end of the port in her heart, you can see it. Like the blood clots was building up on the end of this port. And
damn.
once they got big enough, they would
They're
drop.
clogging the port up.
They would drop into her heart. But where it was like a hill that they had to climb, you could see them in there just tumbling around, bro. Shit just tumbling around. This was
Look at
little
that little
pieces.
snowballs and shit.
It was like little pieces, bro. The shit looked like little pieces of steak, bro. This is how crazy this shit
Fuck.
was. Little piece. You ever get the little look like cubes, like the little pieces of steak
Yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
store, bro? When they went to her, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tell the whole story. But when I tell you, I was watching this shit. I was like, they was like, this is why she don't need to sneeze. Cause if any of the pieces was to go in there and into her lungs, she would
Hell,
have a
long.
pulmonary embolism and
Mm-hmm.
she would die. She would basically like suffocate from the inside.
Fuck.
So they said, well, we got to get her into surgery. So they put her in an ambulance and we drove to Cooper in Philadelphia. We get to Cooper, bruh. They transported an ambulance from damn near Atlantic City all the way to Cooper, well, Camden rather. When I tell you, brother, I went home, got clothes because the kids was up there, her parents was up there. I went home and got clothes for everybody. She said, "Baby, you might as well go ahead and stay tonight, stay at home, and come up here in the morning and be up here by 8 o'clock." because you've been back and forth on the road. This is her talking to me. But this shit, bro, when I tell you, that's why when I posted that picture today, and when I sit there and I look at her and I smile the way that I do, is because I remember that day so fucking clearly. When I got to the hospital, her whole fucking family was there by that time. I'm talking about we in the like the family room. We like 30 deep up there, bro. And I went back there. Her mom was back there with her, and I was the last one in the room with her. And we was sitting there, and she said she handed me this paper, right, and an envelope. And I was like, "What's
Mm-hmm.
this?" She was like, "If anything go wrong," she said, "I need you to read this to the kids." And I was like, "What you mean anything go wrong?" She said, "Cause they said it's a 50-50 chance. Cause basically what they gonna do, they gonna cut her open, split her rib cage. They're gonna take her heart out and lay it on her chest and put her on life support. Cause they gotta go in her heart to go in
And
there and
get
get
this
these
shit
pieces of
about
meat
her.
out of there." So we sitting in there, we both sitting there. I'm like on the side of the bed, I'm crying, she crying, and it's like to even
Shit, nigga, this shit got me crying. Go ahead, though. Go
to
ahead.
even to even fathom losing her. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the same girl. Like we grew up in the same hood. We got divorces at the same time. We went to the same elementary school, same middle school, same high school. My sister, her sister, best friends. I knew her dad ever since I was a little kid. And she my best friend on top of all of that. To watch her and do what I'm talking about, this was like the longest hallway when they said, okay, we ready to go to surgery. And dude, I'm saying I stood there at the room and they took her bed out in the hallway and they started rolling her down the hallway, bro. When I sat there and watched her until I couldn't see her no more. And before she went around the corner, she stopped them and she leaned up and she looked at me and she said, "I love you." And I remember feeling so fucking dead inside, bro.
Felt helpless.
Going into that waiting room and seeing her whole family and seeing our kids sitting there and they was crying. Mama and daddy crying, aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody in there crying. It's supposed to be an 8 to 9 hour surgery. And I remember when me and her dad was standing there and we got on the elevator because he wanted to go outside and smoke a cigarette. So we go outside, we smoke a cigarette. But while we was on the elevator, I was sitting there like he crying, I'm still crying. And I handed him the letter for the kids. I said, if I can't do this, Poppy, I said, because you know my wife Puerto Rican. I said, so
Yeah, yeah.
if I can't do this, Poppy, I'm gonna need you to get this to the kids because I don't know where my headspace is going to be for me to be able to sit my kids down and talk to them and tell them like, your mama wanted me to tell you this and read this to y'all and be able to do it, but I gave it to him. And he read it. The man read it and collapsed on the elevator, bro, to the point where I had to pick him up and carry him out the elevator and sit him down outside. And he was like, bro, that was a hard one right there. But bro, when I tell you 8, 9 hours go by, we still sitting there waiting. And while we sitting there, a chaplain walks into the family room. A chaplain.
Mm-hmm.
We seen this motherfucker walk into the waiting room. It was like 8, 9 hours don't went by, and it was like, what the fuck taking so long? So when you see a chaplain coming in, we automatically thinking the fucking worst.
Divorce, yeah, most definitely.
So when he said, "Is the Ramirez family in here?" We was like, whew. I was like, "Boy, you better get your ass whooped." That's what I told him for scaring us like that. But when I tell you, like when the nurse came in and she said she's out of surgery, whatever, whatever. Now, mind you, they cut her down her chest, opened up her rib cage, took her heart out, laid it on her chest, and cut it open and took all of the stuff out, put it back in her chest, put the staples and shit in her sternum and rib cage and shit like that, sewed her back up. When I walked into the fucking room, bruh, She was sitting straight up in the bed, straight up in the bed. When I walked in the door and she was smiling. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. I remember she had to stay in the hospital for like another 10 days after that. 10 days after that. And then I remember when I came and I took her home. And I'm going to post all the pictures in the group. I'm going to post that video, the pictures, all of that. And I'm talking about to literally see her like sitting in the back seat of the car. And she had this like foam thing against her chest. Bruh, we was home 2 days. Do you know this heifer was driving, trying to go to work? Trying to go to work after 2 days. I have open heart surgery. 2 days. And I watched her, and you guys understand, after they found out all this stuff was in her heart, she had to start chemo over again. Had to start it over again. And watched her go through all of that. Then watched her go through a double mastectomy, bruh. Double mastectomy. She was like, babe, she was like, I know you like titties, but she said, these got to go because I'm never going to go through this again. I was like, baby, I ain't got no problem with it.
As long as you here, I don't give a fuck.
That's all I cared about, bro. That's all I cared about. As long as you here, that's all I care about. I can do without some titties. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And watched her go through a double mastectomy. And then after that, she had to go through 14 weeks of radiation. And when I tell you that was probably like out of all the stuff that went on between the chemo, the open heart surgery, back to chemo, and then going from chemo to a double mastectomy, and then going to a radiation. Bro, when I tell you the radiation part was probably like the hardest part of it all, because when I say they barbecued my baby, bro, they cooked the shit out of her. And you know when you get chemo, when you get radiation done, the same mark that's on the front is on the back. That's where they put them pointers on there, where that machine hit them certain points and cooked that shit. That same, bro, putting cream on her every day and then watching her wanting to just give up and like, you know, baby, like fuck that, I'm done, I can't do this no more. Like, and watching her and having our little prayer circle and shit like that, but watching her go through all of that, bro. And then if you look at her now,
Come on now.
if
Want
you
to
look
do it?
at her now,
Want to do it?
and that's why I told y'all in the group, but God, because you look at her now, strong as fuck, a true survivor, a real fighter, and to go through all of that shit, bro. I remember when it got to a point where I couldn't even, as pretty as she is, bro. I remember I couldn't even tell her she was beautiful no more. Like, baby,
Why
you
not?
beautiful. She didn't want to hear that shit no more because she didn't feel like a woman no
She
more
wanna,
because
yeah,
she lost her breast.
yeah, I feel you.
She got tired of people asking her how she was doing. Like, it got to the point where she would respond, "How the fuck do you think I'm doing?" And that wasn't even her. They'd be like, "Hey, how you doing, Doctor Nieves? Whatever, whatever." She didn't want to hear shit from nobody. To the point where, like, my kids was in therapy because they had to watch their mama damn near lose their mama. You know what I'm saying? And watch her go from, you know, that 125, 130 pounds down to like under a buck. You know what I'm saying? Losing
Mm-hmm.
all her hair, and then watching her go through that whole shit, the scars. Like I remember the first time, like, so she came and she was like, "Babe, I want you to take all the mirrors out of our bedroom," because she didn't want to look at herself. But
Right.
I can remember when I was just sitting there and I told her like I like it got to a point where I like when I had to like grab her and sit her down and let her know like I
And
love
I
you.
said, you the
You know what I'm
most
saying?
beautiful thing, regardless of going on.
Exactly. I love you. I know it's been hard. It's been hard on everybody though. Cause she was snapping on me, the kids, her parents, everybody, because the shit had really changed her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I
she was losing a
expected
piece
that.
of herself.
I expected that. But throughout all this, like people have realized, like I would always get, well, how Michelle doing? Like Bro, do you not realize I'm working, still owning a construction company? We got to practice. You got to pay bills on the practice, bills at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm working my ass off and dealing with the kids and dealing with, work. And then throughout this whole process, bro, her daddy fucking around and have a stroke. Mama goddamn falling down the stairs and flooding the goddamn house out and shit. Like, I'm dealing with so much shit at home and then working on top of that. Like, I'm leaving appointments going to work. You know what I'm saying? Getting home, and this is how foul the shit got. I'm getting home because I'm going to appointments at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Not getting back home to 12, 1 o'clock, and then going to work, trying to be productive, not getting back home till 9, 10 o'clock. So her mom takes it upon herself, he might be at his bitch house. You see how foul? You see how foul the shit is?
I know good goddamn well she come out of her mouth say no
Yes, she
dumb ass shit
did.
like that.
Came out of her mouth and said, "Yo, he probably at his bitch house." This is what you tell your daughter while she going through the healing process and going through chemo and double mastectomy and radiation. So now I'm coming home to, you must have been at your girlfriend's house. Like, where you even getting that shit from? I've been at work. How the fuck you think these bills and shit around here getting paid and shit like that? Because one thing about it, like bills don't give a fuck about what you going through.
Hell no. That shit
Them
is
bitches
not
do not
discriminate.
stop.
I got one for you. You that shit like Oprah. You
Right,
get
them
one,
bitches do
you
not
get
stop,
one, you
bruh.
get one, you get one. All of y'all get one. Hell yeah, that shit
That's why I
does
tell
not
people
stop.
like throughout that whole process, I remember one day, like it was her grandmother like 99th birthday. And we was going through this whole process. This going on. This like going on. This is like 2 years. We've been going through the whole battle with cancer and shit, right? I remember one
Uh-huh.
day we leaving her grandmother's birthday party, and me and her cousin was walking. One of her cousins that's like her best cousin. He pulled me to the side. He was like, so how's everything going? How's Michelle doing? Whatever, whatever. So I let him know, like I tell everybody else, she's doing good, whatever, whatever. And started to turn around and walk away. He was like, Tony. He was like, how you doing?
And that was the first time you heard that shit in who know how long.
Bro, when I tell you I sat there outside and broke down and cried like a baby in the parking lot, bro, because
Nigga, bro,
you know,
I've literally been sitting there crying off and on for the past goddamn 15 minutes, and this is your story. This is your life.
and I'm talking about like, bro, when I like sat there and turned around and I like broke down and started crying because I was like, bro, you know what? Out of all this time when I said watching my kids break down and watching her parents lose it and watching her daddy have a stroke and watching her through the treatments and the struggles at home and the open heart surgery and you know like and then the shit came to me like it was probably like a week after, bruh. I'm laying in the fucking bed, knocked out. I hear the lawnmower in the front yard. I'm like, who the fuck is outside cutting the grass? I look out the window, it's her. A week
Yo,
removed from
lady,
open heart surgery. A
come
week
on now.
removed from open heart surgery. I go out there and I literally like never yelled at her ever until that day. And I opened up the front door and I stood there and I ran down to her like she was like making a design, like because it was
Yeah,
always her.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm like, baby,
If
no.
you don't get your ass up in this
If you don't
goddamn
get
house
your ass in the
right
house,
now,
I'm
right
gonna lay
now, right
your
now.
ass down. And she's me and her in the front yard just daily like going at it like no, there is no. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep doing this. No, you're going to stop and you're going to take your ass in the house
But you know
because the
what
shit was
though?
so crazy to me.
That
Like
little that little moment right there, that little moment right there was so indicative of y'all love that I don't know if you understood it at that moment, but it happened because I mean that's your old lady, and you want the best for her, you want to protect her at all costs. But for your woman to go through what she went through, and for her to recognize what you have been going through, and to carry her ass out there to sit there and try to give you a break because you've been holding it down that damn long, my
no, but see
nigga.
that's just it though. My wife is the type of person where before any of this shit
Hey,
happened, bro.
hey,
Do you
bro,
not
you,
know?
hey,
Hold
hey,
on.
look.
As much as we are,
No, I'm gonna some real shit. You got one.
bruh,
You have,
as
you have what any nigga that I know, any nigga that I know, that what they search for. They wish upon their star for that. You
bruh,
got
but
one, bro.
this just it
Go
though, bruh. My own crib, bruh, and I'm talking about, you know, her being a doctor, we own a construction company. Like we got a nice ass. Like I done redid my whole crib, pool in the backyard. We got Rottweilers, the whole fucking nine. This one we living in New Jersey, big ass crib, and I'm like, baby, take your ass in the house. Up until she got cancer, bruh, I wasn't like I would go out there in the yard and like do the weed eating and cut grass and bushes and pull the weeds and shit like that. But then when it got to a point where she told me like, baby, you're not allowed to cut grass no more. And sit out there, she would literally go out there and weed.
hold on. She said you can't cut the grass no more.
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay.
I would still go out there and try to help and shit like that, but bro, she was like, no. Like I would like bag the grass up and shit like that, but when it was you talking about somebody pull out that weed eater and be like a razor with that motherfucker, bro. Like edging shit up and like the sidewalks and the driveway, like you would think some Mexicans was out there in the yard, bro. Real talk. You would think some fucking like yard was fucking immaculate, not because of me. I'm talking about like go out there and
Sick. What's going on, bro?
fertilize the whole fucking nine, bro. That was just her.
But you know what it was though? It was appreciation for you, and it was her like you know how like uh uh older people they sitting there saying like you know what I'm saying I need to stay active. You know what I'm saying? Staying
Right,
active, keep me alive. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she found, cause she found a rhythm that you know that was lower vibrational, but she can move at her own pace and she can get down, stay active and build her strength up.
bro.
But even beyond that,
The crazy part
that's the
about
love of
it
you.
is, bro.
What's going on, Silk?
She was married to a white dude before me and her got together, right? When I went through my divorce, me and her went through the divorce at the same time. And I remember we were like, she's always like call me, reach out to me, how you doing? Just checking on you because I was at the time I was on the road. I was driving trucks because when we went through that recession in 2008, I was driving trucks and shit. And she was
Yeah, but I mean,
she's like, yeah, she
you know
called me
what they
based,
say about Papa being a roller song,
yeah, she
Papa
called
in
me
his hat.
based on a post that I put on Facebook back in 2008 because I was so pissed off and mad at my ex-wife that I vented on Facebook one day, and she was the one that reached out to me, and she was like, "I tell you what," she said, "Why don't you try to get a load and come to New Jersey?" At the time, I was living in Atlanta, and
Mm-hmm.
I just went through some court shit where was like whooping my mama husband ass, and the judge told me, "Turn around, Mr. Henderson." He said, he said, "I appreciate your service to your country, the whole nine," but he said, "I want you to turn around and look at something." I turned around, my mom was sitting there, and that nigga was sitting there with her. He
Gosh
said, "I
almighty.
need you." He said, "This is like your third time coming down here." He said, "It's only two
That
ways
shit
this
ain't gonna
thing gonna
change.
end." He said, "Either you gonna be in prison, he gonna
Uh-huh.
be dead, and you gonna be in prison, or you gonna be dead, and your mama gonna be without a son." He said, "I need you to learn how to separate
And she's
yourself."
still gonna be, yeah, she's still gonna be with him.
Right. He said, you need to learn how to separate yourself from your mother affairs." So I fucked around. My truck broke down in Daytona, not Daytona, in Dayton, Ohio. And I said, "I'm not going back home." She said, "Why don't you come see me?" Bro, when I tell you this shit was
Y'all
like
see me, going.
well, this shit was straight out of a fucking movie book, bro. I remember landing in Philly, getting a rental car. I remember pulling up in the driveway, and I'm talking about it was raining. And as pretty as this thing is, bro, raining, pouring down rain. When I pulled up in that driveway to see her come out that front door, and she was running. We had been like talking on the phone, video chatting the whole time for like months. And when she came out of there and she hopped in my lap in the front seat of that car, bro. When
Hey,
I
hey,
say,
hey, 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 look,
yeah,
you
I'm
love
talking
your old
about,
lady. You love your old lady. I love your lady for you.
but it was like, but yeah, it was straight out of the storybook, bro. I
No,
saw her
no,
every
no, go
day. I
ahead.
took like a month off. I ended up spending my birthday because my birthday and Thanksgiving were around the same time. It was like the day before Halloween. I stayed there from the day before Halloween all the way past Thanksgiving until I got back on the road. So I
That's all
stayed there
right.
like a whole month, bro. And after that,
Yo,
she was like, baby, why don't you
yo,
just come home? I know you're a master carpenter. Bro, when I came home, I'm gonna tell you how crazy this shit was. I came home, she handed me a packet.
hold on. You came home to Atlanta or you came home to Jersey?
No, I came home to Jersey. She
Okay.
said, why don't you come home? And bro, when I tell you I came home, she handed me a packet. She said, here's your business license.
Castle
Here's your
man, come on now.
She said, here's your insurance. She said, in the morning I got a surprise for you. Brand new truck, brand new work truck sitting in the driveway. And she said, we're gonna call your company. If you look on the paper, it's Mr. T's Home Improvement.
I know good and goddamn well all that shit ain't happening, man. Go ahead, man.
Bruh,
Go ahead.
bruh,
Go on now. Go on now.
bruh,
Go on
bruh,
now.
on everything I love. Had the little thing where
Huh?
the diagram made up where it was the dude like it was a picture of me, a cartoon picture of me with my tool belts and tools and shit on. And it said Mr. T's Home Improvement on the road. I'm gonna post all this shit in the group. I'm gonna show you. Dead ass. And she said, I don't need you out there on the road. She said, I need you to come home to me.
Motherfucker. I tell you what, you a goddamn fool not to marry her.
Yep.
And that's when
I'm gonna murder her then.
after being
Right
on the
then, right there.
road, bro, after being on the road for 8 years, bro, and being an owner operator at that, I got off the road, I came home and started a
Your
construction
ass found
company.
home. Your
And
ass
started a
found home.
construction company. And been doing this shit ever since, bro.
Hey, Winston. Winston,
What's going on, sir?
just got you listening to the JPJ 911 tape.
Huh?
Just got to listen to the 911 tape. Stop calling.
Look, we get to it because like this whole show is about, you know, long story short, it's a real nigga checking.
Yeah,
It's the part two of, you know what I'm saying, the mental health series. So, but
yeah.
right now, like I mean, we talked about the JPJ tape. In all actuality, I got the JPJ tape pulled up, but uh, me and Antonio, we talking about, we talking about our lives right now, and
Okay.
then we'll get to the tape. Man, who the hell is out there and goddamn out there in the swamp with Forrest Gump?
No, nigga, my pool, I ain't opened up my pool yet and the cover's still on it. And you know, I leave it filled
Oh
with
yeah,
water.
they're sitting on the goddamn look.
The motherfucking frogs done got in there. I done put some chemicals in there today. The motherfuckers coming up out that bitch now. But you know, it's mating season for them bitches right now. So I'm outside smoking a blunt right now. So that's what you hear. The goddamn frogs is out there getting it, bro.
Yeah,
Shit,
they're playing
man.
football.
It's mating season in this type of weather. Yeah, it's in the April. It's mating season for dinner, everything, everything,
Oh, it's hot in Georgia.
every
It's already hot here.
every season.
Hey,
It's been hot here.
I was looking at it a couple of days ago. They had this thing up on Facebook about they showed a sexy woman, right? They said you met a sexy woman in the club, and then y'all went out, and a couple of days later you found out you're a cop. What would you do? And then the funny part about it, That shit happened to me. I met this girl at 559. Fine woman, light skin, pretty eyes, and everything. Little freaky girl. Went home with her. That next morning, I saw a gleam, some sparkling. And she touched me and said, what's that stupid head? When I looked up, she was in a uniform. I said, what? You a cop? He said, yeah. That's a problem? Like, no. I had to keep my friends away from her, man. I like, my friend's dirty, boy. I can't handle none of my friends around no cop. But she always talking about, why you don't let me meet your friends and stuff? I like, man, they always busy, man. I be calling them and everything. Be lying my ass off. I mean, what kind of homeboy I be? Bring, hey man, this my girl. Woo! What the fuck?
But one thing I learned about cops, though, bro, my best friend is a detective for Fulton County, bro. When he first started, he was we've been best friends for like probably 30 years. Like that same cop, and I've been around him and all his boys and stuff like that, and like having cookouts and stuff. Like we have a thing called man night, like how your girls go out and shit like that. But
Yeah,
we only do our man nights during football season. Monday night football, we all get together,
yeah,
and
we get the same thing.
yeah, it ain't nothing but meat, bruh. We put meat on the grill. It ain't no sides. It's all meat and bread and liquor and beer. That's all it is.
I can't do nothing there no more. Oh,
But yeah,
oh.
them boys smoke weed. Them boys drink the whole nine.
Let me ask y'all a question. Now, since I'm on this new, I can eat nothing die. How? What restaurant I can go to? Where I go to all vegan restaurant?
Nah,
No,
you can
no,
go to
you
regular
ain't gonna do
restaurants. You just got to be more selective about what you eat. That's all.
like you need like the gluten free shit, things of that nature. You can go wherever you want to go. You gotta be selective of what you gonna eat.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm just thinking about when they told me that my ailment told me all the shit like you ain't gonna be walking past. What? You gonna be real tired. What? uh, like this, you can't eat no red meat. What? You can eat chicken and pickle, but no breaded. You can't be breaded. You gotta eat low fat and low the sodium. I like, what the hell am I eating? Cause I
Nah,
was a
bro.
fat boy.
Winston will tell you, like, remember when I was in the hospital, Winston?
Yeah.
Dude, I got hurt on a job where you'd be surprised, like, a simple, like, I ain't gonna say simple, but like almost getting your fingers cut off by a miter saw and like having to wrap your fingers up and go to the emergency room.
Yeah,
Like,
that's simple. Real simple.
I had shit going on with me I would not have known had I not gone to the
Outside of
hospital. I got to the hospital, bro.
damn right.
My blood pressure was like 220 over 130. And the lady was like, she was like, "Are you dizzy?" I was like, "No." She was like, you know, so she gave me this medicine to like bring down my blood pressure. But in the process of her doing that, they call it traking me down. She tracked me down too fast where my blood pressure went from 220 all the way down to like 80 over like 50 something. And I passed out. Passed out. I was out for like 3 days.
Yeah, I was like
So
that. I mean,
so they were scared that in the process of me passing out that I had some type of organ failure.
well, in your lung or your heart.
No, they would no. That's what they had to do all the tests for. That's why I stayed in the hospital 14 days. For and I woke up, my fingers was already fixed. I
Yeah.
already had surgery on my fingers, the whole nine. Had surgery on my fingers, but they fixed my hand, and they got my blood pressure and shit under control. And they had to make sure I had to go do stress tests and all of that right there to make sure that everything was functioning right. Had that bowel movements and shit like that to make sure that all my organs was working properly. But between that Like, and that scared the shit out of me. Like when I say scared me, like to the point where it was like, well, there's certain things that you're gonna have to start doing. They was like, so when they did the test, and then they did an echocardiogram, they did like an MRI. It was like the one thing that we learned from the test. They was like, you can operate normally. They said because you have an oversized heart, so your heart was taking all of that pressure, and you was
Yeah,
being able
I
to
was
function with your blood
working.
pressure being that high. Because I was always told, like, from when I was in the military, I had white coat syndrome. Like, hospitals always, like, gave me a spike in my blood pressure. Nothing like, dude, 220 over 130? Dude, that's borderline. You about to stroke out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
I was like that too. I was working in accounting 3 years ago, and I overworked and everything. Had a nagging wife who get on my nerve. Cause I mean, she one of the women that like to overspend, and I was one of those husbands that want to make his wife happy. So I'm overdoing and everything. I used to get up I was working at home. I had to get up from my desk, and my blood pressure be like 220, like you said, over 108, 109. And I be every time I get up from my desk, I'd be about to fall. So I leave my desk and go to my room, and I had a lazy boy in my room. So I go in there and sit in my lazy boy, maybe maybe an afterward drink, rum and coke or a Sprite, and don't think about it no more. But one night I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I couldn't get in my position. I couldn't breathe and everything. And my ex-wife was like, "What's wrong? Why can't you sleep?" I said, "I can't breathe." She said, "Call the ambulance." I was like, "Listen here, if I can't breathe, what the fuck I'm calling the ambulance for?" Dumbass. But soon I got to the hospital, they brought me right to the ICU. And I was there like 12 days. I mean, one time they had to use it. What that thing you pop your stomach with? You go, what do you call that?
You talking
Gonna
about a
pump
little
your
pump
stomach.
shit?
Where they make a chest jump, like you about to go out. They had to
Yeah,
use
yeah, the
that.
little pump, the
Yeah,
little hand pump.
yeah. Cause she was in there hollering at me about something. Now I'm in the hospital sick, and she hollered at me about something. I can't remember what we were hollering about. And then the doctor came in there and he looked at my blood. I mean, my oxygen rate. It was going down, 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 down. And he said, "Lady, leave." She said, "What?" He said, "Can you leave, please?" And when he did it, all the other doctors came in and they all got around me. I'm like, "What the hell going on?" My mind thinking correctly, but my body is not. My body is breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor said, "Just lay flat." And then I said, and they put them thing is cold too. He said, uh, think about positive stuff. Think about positive. And he did it, and I was like, man. He's like, "Yeah, you're all right now." But my oxygen went from all the way up to 60. That's too high. When your oxygen put me down to like 0, you know, no, it was 57. If we would have got to 60, I would have had to put that tube in my mouth, and I would have to be in hospital. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, they were about to intubate your ass.
Yeah, but look, this year when I went back to the hospital, I caught RSV, respiratory virus, uh, and it caught my lung, and it wrapped around my lung, and the same thing I was going, I couldn't breathe. So it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't breathe. So I called the ambulance. It came and got when it came and got me, I fell to them. So they put me in the chair and they took me down my stairs. I got a long stretch from my house, and sent right back to ICU. And now they finally told me what I had, and I got pulmonary hypertension, and a lot of a couple of my low. I got vitamin K deficiency, and that mean that yeah, well, some of you know what I mean, but it's part of that keeps your heart from bleeding for getting blood clogged.
Mhm.
And man, that jump scared me. So when they said it this time, they said if your rate don't go down this time, we're gonna have to send you to hospital. And I like, no, you not. I'm gonna breathe. But now this one now is more different from the first time. Now I'm more tired. I'm more there's a lot of young here. I'd be so geeked up, and then I'd be like gone, and then y'all be saying, "Where you go?" Man, I'd be so tired because when that drug go down, when that drug get to me, I'm out. But your boy gonna be here for a while. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. I'm gonna eat the healthy
But
food. I've been doing
I,
good with the
I,
healthy
I,
food. It's that good.
I put it to you like this on some real shit. I'm glad that you went through what you went through when you went through it. Because if you had caught it later, it could have been entirely different.
Oh yeah,
And
that's it.
and, and we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, that's it. They called it early. If they would call it later, I wouldn't be. I would have like less than a year to live.
And now look at you. They sitting there saying, well, you can live a long life. You just got to
Yeah,
change your diet.
they changed my diet, exercise a little bit, and
Hey, you
uh,
already exercising because your job been working 100 miles a minute. Man, on some real shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, like when that night that you went to the ICU and you hopped on the show and you said them was like, hey, look, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I'm going to the ICU. Da. Man, hey, I promise you, I wasn't the only person that was worried that you wouldn't make it about it.
oh yeah, because
Cause
the way
like
they were
like the
talking.
whole it like the way that it happened. Well, not
Mhm.
even the way that it happened, the way it went down, and that's what what I'm saying had motherfuckers scared shit. And I put it to you like I'm glad you made it through to the other side. I'm glad that they gave you a regimen um to prolong your shit talking. Your shit talking.
Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
When I was
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
when I talked to y'all, I was crying that that cried that day when I was telling y'all that when I said this might be my last time. 'Cause I didn't know. I was
Uh
just
huh.
like, yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't either. I said that I hit John up. Hit John went on the show tonight.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And yeah, I hit John up. Hey bro, like he got took information, internet, like we like legit, like we was sitting there trying to find like your people and shit. So we could check on you. Like that, shit was real.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
only big person that close to y'all might know is Blackberry. Yeah, if y'all would have talked to Blackberry, he would have like, no, but he didn't know then.
yeah,
I
but I mean
mean,
even with Blackberry, like would he have known what hospital you was in, any of that shit?
now
Like
okay, Blackberry didn't know when Blackberry found out I was in the hospital. John came on the show. I went to each show that I go with, not that same day. I like one day I do this, one day I do that. Cause y'all come on different times.
Uh huh.
And John came on his show because Blackberry had a special show, and Blackberry said, "Well, no jokes today." I said, "No, no jokes. I got a little bad news." And then John came in like, "Is that Silk? Silk, I've been looking for you." Asked everybody why you. He said, Winston told me you was sick in the hospital. You got out? I said, no, I ain't got out. I'm gonna be here for a while. I mean, I was there for like 15 days and everything. But I can feel y'all presence and everything because it's like getting better and better and better. And I hear y'all when I'm not on. Y'all say, look out for Silk and everything. People other shows. I hear them praying for me and everything. And when you got how you say, a community, they help you too to get stronger. I mean, our brotherhood and the women's sisterhood with me, I appreciate that. Cause I
I
can't be an
mean,
asshole sometimes.
but I mean, like in all actuality, that what this shit's all about, man. Like
Yeah,
people, people get too wrapped up in creating content that they forget that you're interacting with people. Like hell, y'all hop on the channel, you know what I'm saying, and y'all speak y'all truth and shit. But we still got people in the comments,
right.
and like when we do shows or whatever, like we have, you know what I'm saying, the faithful that you know what I'm saying, like they may not be the like when you do a pop up show,
Yeah,
but because the assets ain't in the algorithm the way I want it to be in the algorithm, but we pushing on it. We working on it. Me and John, we working on trying to push the assets further into the algorithm. But um, like Wednesday night, man, it's a lot. Everybody know what the pot is,
yeah. My
and
brother, my
so
brother.
like it it
I talked to my
it's
brother about
became a
that.
family.
Yeah, I talked to my brother
It's a
about that.
family. Like our group chat and whatever. Like that's a family.
Yeah,
Those are my brothers. We talk every day. Hell, I talk to them motherfuckers more than I talk to my family. And I appreciate it. Like
yeah,
I truly, truly appreciate it because
Yeah, we talk about everything with
the
each other.
acceptance of a situation or whatever's going on, whatever, just to have this sounding board where I can sit in and shoot the shit with them. If I really want to talk about some shit, like I can call in and I'm gonna chop it up with somebody.
yeah. That's what I
Like
like about that.
that in its own is something that's special. You know what I'm
Very.
saying? And the same thing with the asset. Anybody that come in here and you know whether you get on the panel or you get in the chat and you shoot the shit with us, like y'all family, man. We all family.
Yeah,
And I want to do more shows like this because it gives everybody a safe space to sit there and just break down, you know what I'm saying, what what they're going through.
yeah. That's another thing, Winston.
And in all
My
actuality,
doctor
like
told me. Another thing my doctor told me
that's
I got to
what
find
that's what's important.
a group to talk to, not to talk to
Oh,
the
y'all keep talking because my
yeah,
audio went
talk
out.
to. Can you hear me? Listen, Antonio,
Yo,
you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Call Winston and see can he hear you.
Yeah, I'm
Win-
right.
Oh, okay.
Winston,
I cut the headphone up. All right.
Oh yeah, then my doctor said I gotta find a group that so I gotta find me a group that going through the same thing I'm going through. Cause he said it's good for my mental health. Cause he said you can get depressed. I'm fighting that right there.
Depression.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not depressed now, but he said as long as you got this ailment, you can go into depression. Cause a lot of stuff that you can do, you can't do no more. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people get in depression, like, oh man, I can't go here, or I can't do this. And he said that I need to find me a group to keep my mind correct.
I get that. I mean, like the same way people sit there and say there's safety in numbers,
Mm-hmm.
it's power in numbers too.
Word.
Like what what Neo said in that damn song with Fallon. Um I'm a movement by myself, but
And I
I'm a
said,
force when we together.
yep.
Come on, now. Now I mean, and that shit is real though. And then all that well, with that song, a lot of people don't even know. Neo was in the studio with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And he wrote it for them. He that hook and all that, he wrote
Mm-hmm.
that for them. And when he presented to him, when he walked across the studio, hey, look, it's what I got for you. Jay-Z was like, well, that shit gonna be a banger, but you know what I'm saying? That me ain't really on that right now. And then he put the junk in his vault, and Fabulous ended up finding it in his vault. They was like, hey, bro, I'm about to put some shit down to it. And he was like, man, go ahead, go for it. And then Fabulous took and wrote that junk, and that's how that song came about. But it
Word.
was written and shit for Jay-Z and Beyonce in house. You know what I mean? Like,
Good. Let me ask you a question.
what's up?
A lot of people trying to compare, saying, getting overheated about the trade. I think the trade was a pretty good trade because
It's
it
a great
brings
trade.
a defensive, a big boy in the middle.
Yeah, it's a great trade
Yeah.
because you took and traded a young piece that still need to figure out the game for effective piece, and you didn't give nothing up. It's a great trade.
Very great.
Like the I don't at this point I blew it up before this point. I really don't understand how people don't respect how Ian is moving.
Because they want sparkly stuff. They
Yeah,
don't want the hard looking stuff.
yeah. Fuck all that sparkly stuff. Because if all that's rather go back to 2008, that's all we got was sparkly thing,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why. And then you wonder why you can't win the damn Super Bowl. You can't win the Super Bowl because all you focus on is the sparkly thing.
I'd
You
rather
can't.
go to my stadium with a Super Bowl in our chamber than go in there and say, ooh, he can run fast. Ooh, he can tackle. No. I
Yeah,
don't want
like
no. Just give me some players that can do their job.
exactly. And if you look at Ian and what he done already brought in here. That's what he's on. He's not on. He's not on bringing somebody in here to be a fan favorite. He's on bringing people in here that will be a team pillar. That's what he's on. one way or the other, you're going to benefit this team. Now you can benefit this team on the field this year, or you can benefit this team in the offseason and we can get a comp pick. It doesn't matter. However you fucking around and benefit this team, you are going to benefit this team. And when was the last time you seen an Atlanta Falcon GM do so?
Wow. Oh wow.
You haven't seen it.
And you know what I like about Ian? And look, what I like about the three, Ian, Matt Ryan, and Kevin Stefanski, they not they not trying to impress you. They just trying to do their job. I mean, they not trying to get look at me syndrome. And they're not doing it. They just trying to put this team together by any means necessary.
See that's what it's supposed to be though.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be in a position. Well, no, I'm not even sitting to say that. My job is to be in the position of holding something down and making a tough decision. But the thing is, the Falcons have never had somebody that was actually doing it. Like just look back to the 2010. Arthur Blank said Julio and Matt Ryan going in their career as a Falcon. They could be a Falcon for life. Yeah, all right. How that work out? But while y'all sitting there trying to figure out how that was gonna work out, how much money did we lose in the in between time? Damn.
If I was a Falcon, I would never say I'm gonna want to be a Falcon for life. Cause it seems like before you know it, you be gone. Let them tell you that. Don't say that.
Yeah. Like Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates just said that dumb shit. I want to retire and be a Falcon for life. Yeah, okay. That right there pretty much seal your fate.
Yeah.
Because any player from history for the Falcons that said they want to be a Falcon for life, or somebody else vouched and said they going to be a Falcon for life, yeah, it didn't bode well for him.
No. Look at Grady. He said,
Look at Grady. Grady ass in fucking Chicago. Your daddy was a fucking Falcon, and you still ain't a Falcon. Like shit is real, Jack. Dude, I don't get where these players have the worth of. I'm not even gonna say worth of. The mindset of sitting thinking that if I come out in public and sit and say I'm gonna be a Falcon for life, that just stamp and that's what it's gonna be. Like it's a dog.
yeah, play your position. That's it. But when I think it's time to talk about the elephant in the room.
We got Phil.
Yeah.
You said you want to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yep.
What's that?
The call.
The call? Oh,
Call.
oh,
911.
the James Pierce call.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
You talking about the elephant in the room. So what's they talking about?
All right. Let's see. So, all right. So the James Pierce call, you'll break this turn down. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it.
All right.
Shit.
I can't hear
Hold on. I ain't got it on yet.
it.
I'm trying to position it.
Okay. My bad.
Cause all right.
That's it.
No, hold on. There we go.
Hey, that's a movie.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
2026 0917 and 42 seconds.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm actually in the car. I'm on the way to the Doral Police Department. It's currently following me. Thunder. Prime audio.
He's following you?
Yeah, he's following me. He stalks me all the time. Like, this is insane. I'm on the way to the Doral Police Department. He's pulling up on the side of me. Can someone like meet me outside? Plunder. True crime. Like, I'm turning around because
Where is it driving?
he is driving insanely right now. He's driving a white Lamborghini Urus. I feel like he's literally about to run me off the fucking road, sir. I don't know where I am. He's about to hit the back of my car. He's about to hit the back of my car. True crime audio.
Okay, what type of vehicle
Oh
you
my
in?
God. He's driving in front of me. I don't know what the fuck to do.
One of the things students love about culinary school online.
I have my weapon. Okay.
Listen. What type of vehicle you're driving?
He's driving in front of me.
Now, can you
You hear that
can you
motor?
can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Now, right here, because it's about to come on. It's gonna show you how. It's gonna show you how intense the scenario is, because she's gonna sit there and put it out there. I have my weapon on me. Here we go.
What the fuck to do? I have my weapon. Okay.
Listen. What type of vehicle you're driving?
Yeah.
No, I'm driving a gold BMW. He's literally gonna. Wondering. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Okay, who are
He's
you with?
following me around, sir. I'm in the route. Like,
Who are you with? Are you alone inside your vehicle?
yes.
Okay. And is he alone?
I don't know if he's alone. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Oh my God, I cannot believe this shit.
Hear that motor?
Yeah. Like y'all hear, like she keep pulling off of him, and you can sit there and hear him smashing his motor behind her, trying to catch up. That's crazy.
I'm at North. Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm on Northwest 74th Street. I was only like 2 minutes from you, but he keeps like cutting me off. Like he keeps cutting me off.
Okay, are you gonna make what do you do? You want to make a right or left?
The Route Police Department. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm on North 74th Street. I cannot believe this shit, bro. He's literally gonna hit the back of my. Sir,
Okay, keep driving. Keep driving westbound.
he's in a car accident, sir. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Just keep going straight. Keep going straight. Okay.
No, I can't.
Just keep going straight. Don't you? You keep going in circles.
Fucking kill me.
Plunder, true crime
Can I have your name?
audio.
Keep going straight.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going straight.
Just keep going. Just keep going straight. So I have to, I'll have the officers will know where you're at. Okay. If you keep going in circles, they're not going to be able to find you. Yeah, black man or white man?
Black male, 6'5". I cannot believe. About to hit my fucking car.
All right, just keep going eastbound. Okay. I have the officers on the way. See any weapons at all?
I don't know, sir. I wouldn't be surprised if he had one.
Now, this is a point that a lot of people sit and gloss over. And the officer asked her, "Do he have a weapon?" She said, "I haven't seen one, but I'm not surprised if he has one." Now, mind you, there was a whole scenario that happened 10 days beforehand. There were the whole hair pulling and all that stuff happening in the Uber. All that just happened 10 days before this. All right. Now, on top of that, there were other scenarios that happened before the Uber situation. But we'll keep listening to this one.
He's gonna cause a freak accident.
It's Silk. Silk, turn your volume down a little bit. Oh, just mute your mic. Cause you sound like you ain't know watching MATLAB. So, like, legit, like, turn down your volume and mute your mic real quick until you ready on the talk.
Me?
Yeah, cause we can hear everything in your background.
I'm
We
mute.
can hear your TV.
I'm mute.
Tonyo,
Yo,
mute your background then. One of y'all about to start up a movie, and they're gonna coming through loud and clear.
I just turned mine off.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
This is crazy. This is fucking insane. I tried to get in front of him because he's trying to get on the side of me.
Plunder, true crime audio.
This is fucking insane.
Listen, you keep going in circles.
You know, officer meet me outside. I'm 1 minute away.
I'm sorry?
You know, officer meet me outside. I'm 1 minute away from the Route Police Department, sir.
Now, y'all said it and heard her sit and say, "Can the officer meet me outside? I'm 1 minute away." Y'all heard that?
Now watch this.
Barack Obama said there shouldn't be gerrymandering.
You still there?
Yeah.
He's still following you?
Yes. I'm trying to find the Rouse Police Department. I can't find it. He keeps like cutting me off. He keeps cutting me off, sir. Like, what do I do? I don't know where to go. Do you have my location?
I have your location. Okay.
Sir, I don't know how to get to you. I guess I
So
texted
you're gonna go to 99th Avenue.
He's literally about to run me off the fucking road, sir. I'm going to shoot him.
Audio.
Sir, I'm going to shoot him.
Listen.
Now, mind you, this whole shit started back on like 53rd, 54th, somewhere between like 52nd and 55th. And the officer, or the dispatch person, sat there and said, you had to come up to 90 if to get to the police station.
And she said she
So
about to.
at a minimum, that's 35 blocks. At a minimum.
And she said she about to shoot him.
No, she said that she was ready to shoot him. She's
Damn.
already admitted that she has a gun in the car. I said, here we go.
Listen.
Sir, I
need you to go. I need you to go to 99th Avenue.
Sir.
Okay.
99th Avenue. So from 55th to 99th, that's 40 blocks. That's 40 blocks. Here we go.
What you do?
Let's see. Go back. You pass the station.
True crime audio.
He just hit my car, sir.
And that right there, she just sat there and said that he hit her car. Here we go.
Sir, can someone text me the address? Like, what do I do? He just got out the car trying to hit me.
Listen, go tonight. Go back. You pass the station again, huh?
Oh my God, I want to shoot this man.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Make a right. Make a right. Oh, you passed it again. You're supposed to make a right on 62nd Street.
No, I'm on 58th Street.
Okay.
What
Right.
street?
Go right. Go right. Go right. You're gonna make a right, and then you make your first right.
Now, shout out to this police dispatcher for being a piece of shit. Like in all actuality, you can sit there and hear from him. He don't really give a fuck about us. It's outside of jurisdiction. Y'all, this motherfucker just crazy, and
He did that
I'm
for a
just
kid.
dealing. Yeah, I'm just dealing with it. Now, remind you now, and I paused earlier to make a point. Remember, she said and said hey, have some officers outside, cause this motherfucker's crazy. All right, here we go.
Right.
Now, mind you, now this far into the video, she's already traveled roughly somewhere. Well, I would sit there and say about 40 something blocks, 50 something blocks to get to this police station. And the officer said there said, "Well, you done passed it, you done passed it, you done passed it." So she's there. She's in the neighborhood. But here we go.
Make your first right.
Make a
Make a right.
right. Now what?
Yes, now you're gonna make a right on 99th Avenue.
Is it, okay.
That's gonna be 99th Avenue. Go northbound. And you're gonna stop in the first block.
I can't find my phone. Okay, make a right at 99 Then what? Then what?
You see the station. You're gonna see the station on your left.
Where? I don't see it.
Keep going.
I don't see it.
Keep going.
What's the address?
Keep going.
Where?
Okay, it's at 6100 Northwest 99th Avenue.
He's an asshole.
You can see it on your left. You see it right there? On your left?
Not really.
Go around. Go around on the first block. Make a left.
Where?
Because he's talking to her on the phone and he's trying to track her.
Where?
Sometimes tracking is not like A1 like that.
True. But at the same time, too, though, she's been there. Like, she's literally running around. She's running around blocks right now. She's running around blocks to keep James up off her head. And the dispatcher, if he had done what she asked him to do, all this extra shit wouldn't even happen. But here we go.
Sir, where? I'm stopped. I don't know if he's behind me. What do I
Make a
do?
left. Make a left.
And this, okay, then what?
You don't see the station on your left?
Is someone outside? He's turning me off. He's not. There's not a gate. Open the gate.
Just stay right there. I'm letting them know.
Sir, hurry. He's getting out the car.
Now, here's the thing. More than 9 minutes ago, and the highlight of this moment, she asked them, "Hey, look, I'm on the way up here. Have some officers outside for me because this motherfucker is going crazy." She asked that almost 10 minutes ago. So now she's here. She done got to the police station. She said that James will cut her off and he's getting out of the car. Here we go.
Plunder, true crime audio.
Look, he's pulling off now. Somebody needs to go get this man.
Okay, just stay right there. Don't move.
No, he's following me, sir. He's going to hit my fucking car.
Why did you leave again?
Oh, these people pop out. Like, why is the fucking gate open?
Now, here we go. She asked for the help. She asked for them to have officers outside. She asked for the gate to be open. She asked for them to do their job. And the dispatcher, who you can sit there clearly sitting and see, was uninterested in any other scenario. He won't go through protocol, none of the above. And then he's wondering why when a motherfucker to hop out the car with intention of harm, what you perceive with the intention of harm coming to the car, and then you gonna ask her why did you leave again? Let's go a little bit further.
Listen, stay at the station. Why would you leave the station?
Trump and MAGA extremists are rigging elections, trying to steal seats in Congress.
Hold on.
Everybody there?
Here we go. Now, wait till I say this. At this point, here's the confliction of the story. Because the story was that she had stopped at an intersection and he tried to hop in the car and hit her or whatever. But the 911 call sit there and says that all this happened out front of the police station. And then she pulled off and spun around the block, basically. So here we go.
Are you going back to the station? Hello?
Hello?
Are you going back to the station?
There's an officer here. There needs to be another officer. There needs to be more. It's dangerous.
That don't matter.
So she's there with an officer now,
You
though.
hear me, sir?
Okay.
All right. So from what I'm piecing together, this is where I'm guessing this is where the whole police getting clipped by the car scenario happened, or we were right there at it.
Already there?
It's one, but he needs backup. I'm telling you. And he needs to go to fucking jail.
Okay. Just stay inside your vehicle, okay? Put the gun away.
Where the fuck do you keep talking? I can't find my gun.
I'm sorry?
You keep talking. I can't find my phone. I can't find you. Hold on.
I'm here.
Okay, sir. There's police officers here. Thank you.
Okay. Stay inside your vehicle.
He just drove off. He literally just drove off, sir.
Okay, man. Just stay inside your vehicle, okay?
Okay. Oh my God.
Did you see any weapons at all?
No. What do I do?
Okay, just stay right there.
They're firing him.
Do me a favor. Stay right there. Don't move.
Should I drive into the police station?
Okay. Go back to, you want me to give you the
Drive
address
into
again?
the police station. No, I know where it is now.
Okay, let me let them know.
Okay.
Now, here's the issue I'm having. She keep asking this operator, should I go back to the police station, this and the third. And he's literally sitting there talking about well, let me alert him now. If the gate was open, pretty much all the dumb shit, yeah, pretty much, ain't no pretty much, all the dumb shit outside of him sitting there speedballing, sitting there clipping the car and all that stuff, all that would have never happened. When she said that he already hit her before she got to the police station. She already said that. So if the gate or there was officers outside, it's a lot of things that could have been negated. Like the operating force or whatever, definitely fumbled the bag on it. They definitely fumbled the bag on it. And the worst part about it all, this video right here, I'm at 12 minutes and 38 seconds out of a 38 second video. So definitely some more shit onto it. But hold on.
Can I open the gate, sir?
Hold on, let me let them know.
Okay.
I hope you got something to drink.
For me?
Huh?
I hope she got something to drink. Cause
Shit.
all this she went through, she needs some water or something.
Yes, look. Well, let's get a little further down the road. Cause yeah, at this point she definitely dehydrated.
They open the gate.
Every other tablet made his attention span worse. This one fixed it. Here are
Hold on.
Okay, and spell your name. Your first name.
Can I open the gate, sir? I don't want to just sit out here.
Listen, you're safe.
Is there another way?
He's nowhere near there, okay? You're safe.
Okay.
You're safe. Just try to relax. Are you hurt? Do you need the paramedics?
No, I don't need the paramedics, no.
Okay. All right, just stay right there, okay? All right. All right. We can hang up.
Saturday,
So
February 7,
here we go. Here we go for another caller.
098.
This right here is a random caller. This is a random caller that just witnessed what was going on.
18 and 20.
I'm on the 74, Northwest on 90.
Emergency.
Hi, yes. I'm just calling because I saw two cars. I'm on the 74, Northwest on 97th Avenue. And I think one of them is trying to get the other car. And I just wanted to let you know they're like basically running a lot.
So they're like kind of racing each other or something?
I'm sorry?
Are they like racing each other, ma'am? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but like really, really bad.
Okay, hold on. Still, don't hang up the phone. I'm going to have an officer take information. Don't hang up.
All right, here's another caller.
Saturday, February 7, 2.
Position 105, how can I help you? Hi, yes. I'm giving you guys a call because two cars, they're going 97th Avenue towards west. They're like chasing each other and like they're driving really, really bad.
97th Avenue going westbound on what street?
Going
Okay, but don't typical 911
to be
calls,
around
man.
58 right now because I saw them on 74.
Yeah, they are. Like they are. They're establishing scenario at this point.
Right, they onlookers, they public. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I haven't listened to all of them, and it's just still got goddamn 14 minutes. So pretty sure there's some other shit in it.
They should be going towards 258.
So are they going south on
West.
7th Avenue then?
No, yeah, south on 97. Yes, sorry.
Okay, you said you're 58th Street, Northwest?
58, 58. Yes.
Okay, two vehicles are chasing each other to verify have there been any accidents or injuries as a result of these two vehicles?
No, the one of them I think it was a Ferrari, but it was really bad.
Were they racing each other, or did one person appear to be chasing
No,
the other person?
the one in the back was chasing the other one in the front.
Okay.
I think
Duh.
the one in the back.
What kind of vehicle was in the? Which kind of vehicle was in the front? The one being chased?
In the front, I couldn't see it.
Did you tell what color?
I couldn't see the light. It was black, but I couldn't see the model. It's black, and then the one in it's white. It's like an SUV Ferrari. Yeah.
Wait, was your tag number on that vehicle at all?
No, man. It was like
Ferrari SUV for sure.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, and did you see the person who was driving the white vehicle, the SUV, the one doing the chasing?
No.
The person in the
I
black
just
vehicle?
know. No.
I still want to see the damage to the vehicles, bro.
Because like I was going through the live and he did all.
Huh?
I still want to see the extent of the damage to the vehicles, though.
I do too. I most definitely want to see the actual damage to the vehicle. But
So there's a difference between true enough, he's wrong enough for making contact with her car, but there's a difference between ramming a car and bumping a car.
yeah, but that goes out the window as you to pursue for the accident on the block.
I
Like,
know that, but I understand all of that. I'm not saying like I already told you, like him even touching her car with his car was wrong. But I'm talking about the extent of the damage. If y'all driving and y'all as they say like the bumping and the hitting the car and all of that, like there's going to be a certain amount of damage to the car.
well, I put it to you like this. Uh, if when they go for their hearing on Thursday before the draft.
21st.
No, ain't no 21st. It's the 23rd. The 23rd is the last day that they can sit in and they can get to a plea agreement. If they can't figure out a plea agreement by that moment, that shit going to trial, and it going to trial May 4th.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they have a plea agreement. You know, the one thing about it is he don't want to take. You don't leave that shit up to no decision on the jury, right?
I heard they go to a plea on the 21st, and then they go to a court on the 23rd. If they don't go through, then they go to a trial in May.
He's gonna take the plea. He's gonna take the plea, regardless of what everybody's talking about. He's gonna take that plea, bro.
Well, it depends on what the plea that they offer.
Right, he's gonna take that plea. He's gonna take that plea.
If the plea was in his favor, because I'm gonna be honest with you, they would have been by now they'd already offered a plea. They've already offered a plea. Like,
right, but y'all don't know if they ain't gonna let you know if he accepted it or not until the day that day comes.
Hell no. If you said that motherfucker today, as soon as that motherfucker gets filed into goddamn into the book, that's what it is.
Right,
No,
but
ain't no holding that. Like, no, they wouldn't even hold that.
Right, but based on dates and based on a timeline, all of that stuff, it still has to go before a judge before it's final.
Well,
Really?
yeah, but not really, because I'm not gonna say not really. This will be the scenario. So say they gave him a plea tomorrow that he wanted to accept. All right, what would end up happening is if he's willing to accept it, they would put in an emergency order to the judge to go ahead, hear this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Before the weekend, and go ahead rule on it. And you can
Right, but
sit
I'm gonna
there
go back.
and
I'm gonna go back to what I've always said.
state y'all agree with it. The defendant, y'all agree with it. Okay, cool. Bye 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 bye.
Right,
Guess what it is?
but look,
Like we will have news tomorrow.
I'm gonna go back to what I said from the very beginning. When it's all said and done, when them days come, however it work out, we will see when it comes. Like I said, nobody is condoning nothing that this man has done. Nobody's condoning that. But when it comes down to it, between his lawyers, the district attorney, and the judge, on the day that he go to court, then we all gonna find out what the hell happened. I'm guaranteed he gonna take the plea, whatever it is. And even if the district attorney got to fine tune something to satisfy his own lawyers, you know how this shit work, bro.
Yeah, I know exactly how it works. I've been through too many damn times.
But you know what? You got 3 people to answer to: Florida, NFL, Arthur Blank.
No, because
The thing about it is Arthur Blank
gotta answer the NFL. And all actuality, James Pierce ain't really gotta interact with the NFLPA. Now, yeah, they gonna have their things to say, but I think he's already spoke with them. So after that point, there's nothing more you can sit there and that hold against. You kiss my head.
Yeah,
Because at this point, I'm dealing with the judicial system and Arthur Blank and the Falcons. That's what I'm dealing with.
And trust me, Arthur Blank them, when James Pierce Jr. got them lawyers, trust and believe, Arthur Blank them sent they gave that man the best legal system they could give him to try to save him. And the NFL offices, as far as Arthur Blank them having to deal directly with NFL, Flowery Branch ain't nowhere. It's not that far from the NFL offices in Atlanta.
But I just say, I think Arthur's gonna do like he did when he had up there. It's depending on what the court said, and he make a decision then.
Whatever the NFL gonna do, they gonna do, and everybody gonna have to roll with it. Ain't nothing like NFL gonna come down with their ruling. Arthur Blank gonna come down with another ruling. They'll give him more punishment. No, the NFL gonna have the final say in all of it.
No, I mean the NFL can say 10 games, and Arthur Blank can say, "I don't want him on the team." He can do that.
If Arthur Blank put it like this, this is what everybody failing to realize. If Arthur Blank didn't want him on the team, he would have got rid of him already.
No, he waiting for the outcome of the court date.
Dude, do you know how much evidence has already been put out there? If he didn't want him on the team, they could have been got rid of him.
You already said it ain't proven. You've been saying it all the time. Every time I hear you say something, it ain't proven. When you go to court and you prove it, they were Arthur thinking, I'm gonna wait. Like everybody else.
When they let that man, when they gave that list of his charges and shit like that, if Arthur Blank wanted to get rid of that man, they could have did it then.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
They could have got rid of him then.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, they are going to go through the entire, code of conduct and
exactly. They're gonna go through that
before they make that decision. Like that defensive line coach that we brought in for like 2 days. Yeah, like brother, you have no sweat equity to be doing that dumb ass shit back in the past. Like no.
Right, but is it safe to say? Is it really safe to say, based on everything that's happened, right? If for people if Arthur Blank did not want him on the team, based on his conduct and what has happened, and based on the circumstances, he would have been let him go, bro.
No. I'm not gonna sit there and say that because you're a first round pick. So for me to be able to recuperate close to what I spent in you, I need to hear the court finding. and then I make my decision. But before that point happened, like, yeah, I'm not gonna cut you because
That's what
if
I'm saying. They already
if
know the court findings, though. He
they
already
don't
got the
already
charges.
know, they don't already know the court finding. Right now, they're literally they're in limbo.
They ain't in no fucking limbo, bro.
Yeah, no, the best way to call it, they are in limbo. That's what's going on. They
They
don't
not
know
in no
whether to go
limbo.
forward. They don't
They
know
know, they
whether to
know,
go
they know
backward.
everything,
All they want, like,
bruh. You don't think them lawyers know everything that as far as the
it
findings
don't.
go?
That's fine. Even with you knowing, that's not the same as being able to understand and adapt to it. I couldn't know that hell, let's say I know that James first did what he did. But if I'm sitting there waiting on legislative actions to happen, I can sit back and y'all just made the decision for me instead of me making the decision. That's why I was sitting there saying way back when it first happened, Falcons, get ahead of this shit, cut his ass. Cut him. You know why? Because at the end of the day, that's a stigma that even if he get found not guilty, that's a stigma that will always permeate around.
I ain't gonna agree with that one, but okay.
And they're gonna put him in the stadium.
You tell me, look at Ray Rice. Ray Rice
Look
got
at Michael Vick. Shit.
yeah, no, Michael Vick that nigga was a goddamn secondary, third tertiary member of what was going on. And it was dogfighting. They're not putting hands on a woman. And you was down the line in the shit. You just end up owning the property that the shit was going on. That's how he got cooked.
Yeah.
Vic won't fight no damn dog. But you go look at Ray Rice, he was fighting his wife. And then where you saw Ray Rice carry football after that. That is the truth. But look, cause goddamn, I'm sitting over this motherfucker goddamn passing out. We can pick this up. We can pick this up tomorrow. Y'all free tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm free tomorrow.
All right, shit. Well, on the phone call scenario, I'm at 1707 out of 3938. So we can do the other half of it, or start it back over, either or. And we can do the Uber body cam call and all that.
Yeah, but all them other 911 calls, they pretty much irrelevant, bro.
No, because the Uber calls that they were sitting talking about, I got the body cam footage of them. Like the legit body cam footage.
What time tomorrow?
What time work best for y'all?
Tomorrow night is fine.
Tomorrow night? Y'all wanna do around like 8?
Yeah.
I'll be at track meets all day tomorrow.
Well, you know, I'll be here rehabbing, so I ain't doing nothing.
Alright. So y'all shoot around for 8?
Yeah.
Alright, but hey, Sook, man, you got Facebook?
Yeah.
Hey man, send me friend request. We already friends.
Yeah, cause you in my you in a couple of my Blind Falcon groups on Facebook.
Yeah, send me friend request and shit.
How you gonna see me on there? Probably I'll be talking junk to you too.
I'm the guy that handsome nigga. That's me. But y'all shout out where people can find y'all and stuff. We gonna reconvene this scenario tomorrow. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Well, I gotta go see. Deshaun Caswell. On Facebook and YouTube. Man, not YouTube. Facebook, Instagram, and X. And on YouTube is Legacy. Yeet Years. But Silk. Legacy again. And that's it for me. You guys for the interview and listen. Good night.
Night, bro. Antonio, let
Yo,
everybody know where they can find you at.
Facebook. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram. Definitely Instagram. I got a lot of insightful stuff on Instagram. Check me out. You always see me on Facebook. You know, or you can see me at work. So that's where I'll be.
Hey, bro. The Instagram jump. Like I have a Instagram, but I'm not on Instagram, so I can't sit there and see. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sit there and, like, you send me a link. I would have to go download the app and all that dumbass. Yeah, I ain't even trying to do all that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Same thing with TikTok and shit. But
The only reason I got Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, all that, because I got kids. I'll be trying to keep up with what they doing and what they showing. So
so shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's being a father, brother. That's being
yeah.
a father. But I'm shut it down till tomorrow around 8-9 p.m. So everybody got time to get in here. But y'all already know y'all can find us. Facebook, 2 pages. Twitter, 1. And Thread. We're trying to build a Thread account up too. But as is, man, we're gonna be back here tomorrow night. So tune in. We're gonna finish out these calls. And y'all know what time it is. We start off with fact talk. Ain't no telling where the conversation will go, but you're gonna enjoy the ride along the way. Catch y'all tomorrow. If I don't catch y'all tomorrow, catch y'all Wednesday at 10 p.m.
All right,
Appreciate you.
bro.
All
All
right,
right.
bro. Appreciate you, bro. Gone.